Hello, welcome to Lilithon.com. This is the video on the Sword of Jehovah. Okay, let's start off with what we already discussed. We discussed the Tree of Life. We definitely know that this is in reference to what the Christ had spoke about. We definitely know that this is what the Jews had discussed in the Kabbalah. This is a discussion of what the Catholics talk about with the Kabbalah with the K. This is this information that the Egyptians had. This is the information that King David had. This is information that King Solomon had. This is information that Moses had. Elisha, all these entities had. This is information that I think it's the Vishnu had. Any of civilization where they had done miraculous things that cannot be explained to nowadays is what the Sword of Jehovah is. So let's go ahead and get this form of enlightenment out. Okay, the Tree of Life is 11 spheres. You look up and you'll see that it starts from Kether to Malkuth. If you look up diagram D8, it gives you a general idea of the 4 trees, what they look like together. If you go back a little further, it's going to explain to you just a little bit more. The information that I've gotten from Heru, which is an Egyptian deity who gave me the rest of the Sword of Jehovah, the bottom half, is the one that had began or aided me in this beginning of the Sword of Jehovah. Okay, so as we see here, if you look up at diagram D10, you're going to find out the names of all these different spheres that I've come to know them as. And then if we look up diagram D11, you're going to see what the Sword of Jehovah looks like all together. This is what is this? This is what it looks like when it's all together. When I'm working with it, this is what it looks like, okay? And as you can see, when you get to D12, the Sword of Jehovah is you. Now, here's a little information, okay? Now, the Sword of Jehovah is music, okay? So you have to look at it as in that kind of way. You'll be able to a whole lot once you reach your state of enlightenment and awareness. I'm still working on getting to my point where I can utilize it. I've already gotten blessed with blessings for the Sword of Jehovah. So I asked for a certain path, and it's come to fruition for me. The Sword of Jehovah is music, and it is you. Now here's some information. You have to be in the kingdom for the Sword of Jehovah to work. You can't just do some kind of chant or something like that and it works. There is a connection between you and the Creator, and it has to be approved by the Creator for any of these things to happen. Some of the things that are going to happen when the Sword of Jehovah is all together and everybody's in alignment, you will be able to start to heal each other. So that'll be instant healing, just like the Christ did. We will have the resurrection. We will have a restoration of the earth. We will have a lot of these things. Everything that we've heard about in these scriptures all across the globe about the kingdom and all these things, it's part of the sword. So it's music, and it needs to be thought of like music. If we look at D15, you're going to see what all the swords look like together. There are 5 trees, okay? And one tree is the divine names, one tree is the archangels, one tree is the titles, one tree is the zodiac, and one tree is the range. Okay, so just look at it that in that aspect. I've worked with this tree, the sword, for a while, and I'm at peace. I'm happy. I am extremely happy. There is more happiness in working with this and understanding than you can actually believe. There is no one that has any kind of a control or hold on me or anything like that. So once you start getting this you will actually be at a more peaceful and happier state. So I'm just putting it out there for you. The sword of Jehovah is what it's going to do is we're talking about the new heavens and new earth, like what the scriptures had said in Revelation. What's going to happen is once this is all together and we have all come to the state of enlightenment as a globe or a civilization or a people, this is everybody after the resurrection and all that. What's going to happen is this music is going to be played on about 5 harps, and what's going to happen is everybody's going to be singing this new song, okay? And this song is going to open up a portal or a wormhole in the upper atmosphere, and it's going to take the whole planet and it's going to move it to a whole other universe, solar system, whatever you want to view it as. But this Earth is moving. It's going. And we're going to the galactic community where we will be with our fellow civilization of life forms. So right now we're cut off from all the other life forms, but as of right now, this is what we'll be moving towards. We will be able to actually see and embrace our other family members, meaning galactic family members. It's going to be a very, very good time. It's going to be an awesome time. This divine swirl that you will be reading about when you're looking into the tree of life, that is what we'll be going through. The Creator cannot be confined to a swirl, but that is the swirl that will be used to move us on to the galactic brotherhood. If you look on what is it? Diagram 33. What is it? D34. This is just a general idea of how I experience the sword of Jehovah. Okay, this is how I work with it, and it feels for me. So I feel the sword. Okay, and that's something you will do too. If you look at D35, this is how the sword looks when you will actually be getting the sheets of music. They are golden sheets, and they have golden spheres here. Okay, all these spheres are golden. So be prepared for that, and if you can't absorb them, absorb them. Also, how we're going to be able to teach this is we'll be teaching it through each other. So if you get the song of healing, when you heal, teach the healing as you are doing the healing. So when you push it out, or you push that energy out, push out the knowledge with that. And how that's going to work is this. Okay, the process of the sword is we have the connection from the divine source. And what's going to happen is it starts with Kether. It comes down from above us. And then you're going to have all these different pathways. It goes all the way down to Malkuth, the connection of the earth. And then you're going to push that energy into whatever person or entity or whatever it is that you're working with. So you push that into that, and then that goes from its connection to the Creator. So it's one complete cycle of energy, and that's how that actually works. Now this is going to take a while for us all to get into to understanding of this, or how to make this work, but this is what's coming. So just think of the upstroke and the downstroke. The downstroke is coming from the source through you into the earth, and the upstroke is going from the earth into whoever you're working with and back to the Creator. So it's one complete cycle. Okay, so if we look here on D36, D36, you see the downstroke is in purple and the upstroke is in blue. So if you think of the downstroke is what's coming through you, the upstroke is what's going through the other person. And when you're doing this, just make sure that you're trying to get this information to them, because the more people that you heal or resurrect, or the more duplication of assets, it's going to make it easier, because once everyone else is experiencing it, then they can teach it to other people, and then we have the whole globe doing it. So there will be no hold on it. So really can't wait to start the resurrection. I mean, I'm really interested in this. I mean, as of right now, I see the pages, but it just takes time to be able to absorb the pages. to get to that point. Also, something else. What I've come to the understanding is that the connection cannot be earned. It cannot be earned or worked up to get. Okay, so that's just not possible to get that. It's just something that is given. So I'm waiting on that connection. I've already seen the source about 3 times. It's beautiful white light. Okay, so I definitely know that's where the energy comes from. The source. It flows through me, goes to the earth, and then goes back into the source. So it's going to be awesome. So I'm just waiting and biding my time to where all this can happen, and then what will happen is I can't wait to walk into a hospital and start healing and doing the resurrection and teaching other people how to heal and resurrect. So, and the duplication of assets. There are about three things or 4 things that we need to focus on. The first one is going to be healing others. And if you can once we get the healing others down, then we can have other people heal us. So it's in-run cycle. 2, what we'll need to do is work on the resurrection. The resurrection is going to just encompass everybody, and if everybody can resurrect, then that's going to be awesome. It's going to be beautiful. 3, we'll work on third eye communication. Third eye communication will stop the lies. There will be no political party or government or anybody that will be able to lie to us anymore. Or friend or foe trying to con you, because you will be able to actually see into their third eye. It is beautiful. I've already experienced that. Looked into one of my friend's third eyes, and it was awesome, So, anywho, okay, so we got the healing others, we got the resurrection, we have third eye communication, and the duplication of assets. Now, that is going to be very awesome, because what's going to happen is we will all have something, okay, and then we can just multiply that, and then we won't need that need for currency or money anymore. So we can multiply food, we can multiply wood, we can multiply anything tangible. So that's just putting that out there. Okay, so I think that's just about it in general. The Sword of Jehovah is music. Look at it as music. It's played on about 5 harps. We're going to be going into the Galactic Brotherhood, and this is the beginning of the Age of Enlightenment for everyone. So thank you for checking out Lilithon.com. As I get more information or more stuff, I will be putting it out there for you. I'd like to thank you for what you will do, and I wish you the best. So have a very peaceful life, and peace and blessings. May the Creator be with you. So, time for me to get back to what I'm doing. Oh, and if you look in the back of the last part of it, I have one of the first songs that I've come up with. I think I've got it wrong in so much way. So if you look at, I call it the 5 blessings. These are the ones that I work with on a daily basis. And this is from Zykira. That is the name the Creator has given me to communicate with the Creator herself. So, also, that's about it. So, everyone, have a good day.